there we are. Let me add my camera and mic to the screen. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What a stretch of the VIP we have had. Listen, here's the deal. I'm going to start off this show with a 90-second soliloquy, if you will. Here's the deal. I showed this photo on the introduction rather than my video because I want you to see how many people just lost their marbles inside chat on a 6-unit loss on Monday for NBA. Meanwhile, wins stacked up prior, wins stacked up after. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you this right now because it has to do with NFL. So hold tight. Tough 6-unit loss of a day. It was the worst of the entire NBA season. And then we bounced back for plus 9 units. And over 5 days have profited. Once again, we are back in the black. Now, why do I say this? Because NFL Thursday, Thanksgiving, was absolute cheeks. I believe VIP went 1-4 or 1-5, something like that, down like close to 4 units one day on Thursday. Brutal. Just terrible. Thanksgiving killed us, right? Okay. What do you think happened again in chat? All the newbies, absolute slander again. It's like they didn't learn. What they didn't learn that losing days occur in betting. And then long term, the green profit stacks up. So let's see how NFL goes today. Is it a bounce back day or not? And then, hey, perspective is everything. So I've asked my staff to help me start making not just this stuff, because this is overwhelming. I think for some, they see, a lot of numbers, rows, columns, and they're like, I don't get it. I'm sure there's a ton of people that look at this and they see, okay, 43.95 units. Maybe we need to switch that to units instead of profit. Plus 43.95 units. This season has been electric. Over the last 15 days right here, it's plus 20.85 units. But again, these are tough for people. So we're starting to make these graphs. Hopefully these sink in. Today on the show, we're going to be covering most of the degenerate things, okay? It's going to be pure degeneracy today. We are going to go over touchdown picks. We're going to go over ladder targets. We're going to build out parlays. Let me zoom in these a little bit here for you people using the YouTube mobile. We're going to go nuts. It's just all the fun stuff. We're here to scratch the itch and be degenerates together. If you are somebody who tuned in and you're like, Donuts, I just need like some straight picks. What are your favorite bets of the day? Here's the deal. I'm not trying to sell a product every single turn here, but that's what the VIP is for. There are, I believe I have 6 or 7 VIP picks for the week. Personal picks, my originated bets. Those are posted to the Tails app. They're also double posted inside Discord. So regardless of what you use, you'll see my picks. I believe there's one model pick left. Those started 0-2. Again, Thursday killed it. So there ain't a ton. It's 8 picks or so from me, basically heading into NFL Sunday. I saw OptoEV post a list of like 4 or 5 last night straight picks as well. So you'll have a dozen or more. Fire usually fires off all of his picks and parlays Sunday mornings and over the next like 2 to 3 hours. So stay tuned to his channel as he's potentially the best capper inside Discord outright. So there's a lot in that VIP link down below. This show is degeneracy. This is not a VIP show. This is very much, hey, let's have fun. Let's throw a few darts. I'm going to waste a half unit or so on all the stuff that I talk about on this show, and it is what it is. For me, this is the cost of entertainment. It's 90 minutes. I'm going to make some parlays. I'm ready to lose the money. The other 7 or 8 VIP picks that I play, the 2 or 3 I tail from Opto, the 4 or 5 that I'm able to get in from Fire after my show. Okay, I'll be up to 15 units deep on these picks. And that's how I make my actual money betting on sports. It's the straight picks. It's the good plays. So hopefully the discrepancy is clear and we are on the same wavelength for this show. And I love that, Jared. I appreciate that. This newbie didn't slander you. I'm still here and excited. I'm still up. And I've only been a member since Monday. Yeah, exactly. People lost their mind on Monday. It was ugly. It was ugly in chat. Oh, my goodness. And, listen, since then, it's been crickets from those people. Crickets, which means, they either, number one, bought into the program and understood the perspective and are making money, good. Or number two, they canceled, they're gone, we'll never get them back. I can't fix or help those people, those one day at a time people. They're going to float around in their betting space forever, and then it is what it is. Let's start off with the all-popular touchdown bets, my friends. You're all obsessed with these, and I get it. Everyone loves to talk about home run parlays, first bucket scores for NBA. You like the triple-double parlays. You love the touchdown parlays. I get it. They're so much fun. I like them too. So let's do it today. Now, in the Saturday video that I posted, I did things different for this holiday season. I know everyone's out, Black Friday, and I was like, I'm not going to bother putting a video out on Friday. Everyone's with family. They're doing things. Normalcy kind of returns on Saturday, and I like that for the content. So I posted a long video on Saturday full of picks. I did one game pick and one player prop pick every single game. So during the show, if you're like, it's too slow for picks, go watch that video. Just stop watching the live show. Go watch the video. And I'm telling you right now, you will enjoy the pick by pick, game by game. Elena, thank you for this. Last two nights, NBA model picks 10-2. Player props 8-1, all single picks. I'm terrified of losing my profit on football. I do not blame you. Football is volatile. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Football is a maniacal experience. I don't know how else to say it. All right. Touchdown parlay. Here we come. 450 viewers so far. We are just done with our introduction. Handful of minutes into the show. Thank you to the 450 that, I've ushered to their seats. They've got their coffee, their popcorn, whatever they're rolling with at 9 a.m. in the morning. Thank you for showing up, supporting me once again. I hope that I can support you. I'm here for you Monday through Sunday, videos or live shows. Speaking of Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern. So if you like today, come back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'll be here for you doing the same exact thing for Monday Night Football. Let's go. I am never a fan of betting on these minus 120s, minus 130s, minus 140s when it comes to wide receivers. But I will say this. I did talk about it on Thursday. I said, listen, Rashee Rice minus 140, not a guy I want to bet on for a straight pick, but I liked him in my touchdown parlay, right? That's where you use those players. That's where you use, a wide receiver at a minus 130. Involved in a parlay. Man, I really like him. The touchdown equity for Rashee Rice is higher than anybody on the team. Okay, run him out there by all means. On the flip side, straight picks wise, I chose CeeDee Lamb, right? He was a plus 135, I believe, for a touchdown. Those are my favorite straight pick touchdowns. Yes, fire parlays, the man himself. I already shouted you out and I said, you're probably the best capper outright inside Discord. And that includes me. I think Fire is better. Fire is so good. It's not, I think what makes him so good is he does everything so well. He makes parlays, he does straight picks, he targets unders, targets overs, he does multiple sports, he's doing random sports in the middle of the day. I mean, just outright, maybe the best all-around capper inside Discord, and there's no doubt about it. And hey, that's one of the great reasons to sign up for the VIP is you get to access my right-hand man, Fire Parlays, and his channel inside Discord. There's no doubt about it. I tell people all the time, and I say this with pride, that people sign up, and they sign up for me because of my social media presence. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, newsletter, right? They see my stuff and they're like, let me sign up. And then I think they stay for people like Freak, who runs the models, Fire, who has a GOATed channel, Goal, who has the NHL Ice Queen, right? They stick around when they're like, holy moly, Donuts has put together the friggin' Avengers squad. And I love that. I mean, isn't that the goal? I bring people in. I do my best to give them profit, which I've done. If you look at these sheets, the Donuts picks are profitable, 15, 20 units or so for NBA. But they stick around when they realize it's so much more than what I am providing. And that is the entire goal. So when people tell me that, I love it. There's no shame, there's no pride involved. If anything, that just makes me extra happy. Rams on the road against the Panthers. I've said this before. Anytime you get those spreads that are below those key numbers of 3, 7, and 10, Rams came in at -9.5. I found that to be interesting. I think they score some touchdowns today. Yes, involved in a parlay. Give me Devontae Adams for a parlay. But we'll probably find some better pieces as we're going down this list today. So as I am adding them, I will subtract them as we are going so that we can put together a better, a best, a good, better, best, never let it rest parlay for week 13. Jonathan Taylor, I'm not touching anybody in this game. I actually love the under from the Colts and Texans. I don't like the Colts today. I'm going to say this. The betting model has the Colts to win, but this was run Tuesday morning, right? Or Tuesday afternoon. The news about the fibula from Danny Dimes came out Wednesday morning, I believe, in the first injury report for them. And I guess the severity of the injury, I should say. I no longer like the Colts this week. I just don't. They're at home. The model liked them before that news. I'm not sure that the model would still have the Colts both winning and what was it, -2.5, covering the spread. So Daniel Jones under, I think he opened at like 9.5 rushing yards, things like that I think are in play. I think it's just going to be a tough spot. You've got the best defense in the NFL just all over opposing quarterbacks, and you got a quarterback who might struggle to be mobile. Like, good luck, man. Good luck. So I don't know. This is one of those spots where it's like, I think I'm just going to stay away. I don't like the game anymore at all. I think you're taking a touchdown from this game at all. It's Nico Collins. I think you're just getting that +125. It's glorious. The news this morning on the Niners and Cleveland Browns is that the weather is not going to be as bad as the doomsday scenario that everyone initially talked about. Now, how do we tackle this? Well, there's a lot of issues here. First off, we have concerns still for the game. The winds are still probably going to be there. 25 mile per hour sustained winds. The weather looks like it might not be like snowing and sleet in this game like they had initially projected. So looking at potentially just rain, some cold rain if it comes, but mostly it's going to be a wind issue. So I'm actually interested in two things now. All right. Well, first off, let's look at this. What's the total up to? Did it go back up? Yeah, it's gone up a point. So it dropped all the way down to 34.5, and now it's gone back up a point here. Here's the deal. I think the passing games are going to struggle, but where the passing games probably do a-okay? It would be the short passing games. So I've got a feeling that like Christian McCaffrey receiving yards, George Kittle receiving yards, they're kind of back in. I think they probably should be back in play. Like, wouldn't they be the people that got the football, these shorter, quick hitters? Kittle at 43.5 seems so low. He opened at 52.5. I mean, what a precipitous drop off for him. Christian McCaffrey total receiving yards is all the way down to, is it 30? Did I see 37.5? What is his number? All right, that's going back up to 39.5. I mean, CMC, isn't he going to be the person that catches the ball on these short, like dump out? Hey, Browns defense so good. The pass defense, the ball is going to sail. It's going to get carried in the wind. So what do? Quick passes out of the backfield, dump offs, things like that. CMC is extremely interesting at 39.5. I mean, everybody knows it. Do you need me to show you his graph, his game logs for this season? I feel like you do not at this point. Like, everybody knows it, right? Let me bring it up. Just if you don't, okay? Christian MC. How about that? In case there's a couple Christians. All right. We got Christian McCaffrey. We go to his receiving yards market. And again, like, it has been free, literally free. He's over in 12 of 12 games. And this is partially why I think people need to be sometimes cautious of these game logs. It's low for a reason. Do you think the sports books don't know this? Like when they set their opening lines, do you think the sports books don't know that he's had 6+ pass targets in all 12 games? He's had 5+ catches in 11 of 12. He's had 40+ yards in 12 of 12. Do you think the books don't know this? Like, that's my question for you. At 4.5 receptions, he's juiced to the over today. I think maybe this is the better play, not just the receiving yards. What if they listen? The defense knows the ball can't go downfield. So what if they just run one high safety, bring an extra man in the box, and all those short passes get stopped? What if he gets 6-7 catches today for like 33 yards, 32 yards? The Devon Achane outcome. We see that all the time with Devon Achane. Teams don't respect the deep ball. He gets 5-6 catches for like 26 yards. Could that happen? So I think CMC is an interesting play today. Just with the newer news we are getting now. I know that was a total side tangent, as I'm supposed to be doing the touchdown picks only. So whatever. I'm going to go down these tangents on my talk show, my friends. I'm going to go down these tangents on my talk show, trying to make some money for y'all as I am thinking through these games and talking through them, okay? And by the way, up to almost 700 people watching. Oh, bang, we just hit it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're 15 minutes into the show. I think 10 of them I've been talking. I love y'all. I appreciate you. I'm nothing. I am nothing without you. Without you, I'm nothing. I'm just another person on YouTube, on X, IG, TikTok, all these platforms doing a live show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It means a lot to me. I'm not joking. It means a lot to me. I was doing this last season. I've been doing this for years, since 2018. And I had like a peak week in like week 2 or 3 where I had 180 viewers. 180 was like a peak. Congruent, that means any one-time YouTube viewers. It's week 13. There's 500 right now on YouTube alone. Right now, at this very minute of the show, minute 20, there are 498 viewers on YouTube. We peaked earlier this season at 2,000 for a 2-hour show. 2 or 3 weeks in a row, we hovered around 2,000. I love y'all. I appreciate you. You've changed my life. Thank you so much. I am forever indebted to you guys and gals out there that choose to watch my show over everything else on a Sunday morning. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me. It does. Some of these games here, these touchdowns, they ain't worth. They're just not worth. Like, I love CMC to score. Do I want to include him in a parlay at minus 140 and a total with a 35.5 point total? Not really. Not really, man. I want to get better return on these investments here. And I think some of these players, their odds just aren't worth. They're just not worth. So some of these games, I'm just skipping over. Some of these games are terrible. There's 3 this week, I think, are Jeeks. We looked at one just now, Niners and Cleveland. Jags, Titans, another one. You want to bet on a 1-in-10 Titans game? 1-in-11 Titans game? Pass. Hard pass. I want nothing to do with it. Meanwhile, look at this. Trey McBride catches touchdowns every darn week right now. Literally just always catching touchdowns. My gosh. Plus 135. Unbelievable. Hey, welcome, Jan. Yeah, listen, man. You don't cash every bet. That's for sure. You just don't. This is NFL. This is NBA. Here's the results. You ain't going to win them all, my friend. You are definitely not going to win them all. There are red days, but they are surrounded by a sea of green. I love these visual charts, man. They are so helpful. Give me Trey McBride to score a touchdown at plus 135. His red zone equity is sky high right now. He gets red zone targets left and right. On top of that, I actually love this. Marvin Harrison Jr. is back today. He is back post-appendix surgery. He's missed 2 games. He was playing well to close out those last couple, of course, because Jacoby Brissett is throwing the football 47, 55 times per game. So I actually like Marvin Harrison Jr. today at these odds. Are you joking? A plus 220? Another guy I really like today is Bucky Irving, plus 190. This game, so I just talked about it. There are so many trash games where I don't like any of the, like, you're giving me only a plus 100 for ETN against the Titans. Not good enough. CMC minus 140, not good enough. This game here, like, who am I betting on? A minus 215 Jonathan Taylor against the Texans? Pass. No freaking way do I want this. Tyler Warren is sick. He's got an illness. Do I bet on him? Nope. Do I even really want to bet on Nico Collins? Not really. And I'll pare this list down as we get towards the end of the video. I'm more so highlighting my favorite touchdown targets right now based on the odds themselves. So we're going to get a limited Bucky Irving. I think we see him in two situations today, inside the 5 and on third downs. He's such a good pass catching running back. So I think Bucky Irving out of the backfield, Bucky Irving, red zone. But is he a better play than a guy like Trey McBride? Nah. Is he better than Marvin Harrison Jr.? I don't think so. So in those regards, if you're going to remove somebody, I think right off the rip, you remove Bucky Irving and you leave Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride, plus 135, 220. Now, I'm going to remove one of these players towards the end for the sake of this parlay, or at least our short list of touchdown plays. And again, we are going to build out a parlay. But I will say this as I'm down here in the corner. Look at me. I'm going to say this. I'm kind of building out a list of very good touchdown targets today for straight betting too. So if you see this video or you're watching this live show, don't be afraid. Don't be like, hey, Donut said this is a parlay only. Okay? It's not. You do what you want with this information. I more or less I want to make you money. However that happens, good. Parlays, round robin, I hate those. 2-pick parlays, straight picks, whatever floats your boat. You want to run it out, by all means. Devon Achane. Now, here's a spot I actually really like today. I think the Dolphins win this one. I think they cover the spread. They're at home. They've got a little momentum going. Saints are playing some inspired football. They're not rolling over and dying. Achane, I think, just has so much more touchdown equity than everybody on the team. However, guess who returns today? Darren Waller. And Darren Waller was stealing touchdown after touchdown earlier this season when he was playing, and he's missed like 5 or 6 weeks. I think calf injury. I can't even remember. He's been missing for so long. Woo! Good luck. So, again, do I like him to score? Sure. Am I willing to pay a minus 140 for it? No, not really. Another Christian McCaffrey scenario. Like, you can, fine. I mean, isn't the implied probability of these guys scoring higher than the others? Duh. And that's why the implied probability of their odds is higher than these other players. So it's not like they're bad touchdown bets. I guess if you're thinking about like their role, their equity, their touches and stuff, but the price you pay is just as important as all your research. The matchups, the trends, the roles, the targets, the opportunities, the volume, that's all important. Yes. But then the most important piece to the puzzle is, what is the price you're paying? And I just don't like some of them. So this Falcons and Jets game, first off, I think it could be as ugly as can be. Second off, as much as I think the Falcons win this one, I personally don't like betting on games with this type of weather. And we're supposed to get another bad weather game here where it's going to be raining throughout. And then there's not going to be like a downpour or anything, but it's just going to be like a wet game throughout the game. And those games kind of stink sometimes. Like, you see that sloppy offenses, fumbled ball, someone just punches one out inside the 10 and you lose some red zone equity for your running backs. I will say this though. If the weather is not as bad as and it doesn't look terrible. Again, it's just wet. If you're not concerned about wetness, Bijan. Now, I already talked about like Achane. I'm only concerned about because of Waller returning. If Waller is not playing or is limited, then I absolutely love Achane. Now, minus 155 here for the Falcons and Jets. The reason why I still like it is, who else has the touchdown equity? Is it Darnell Mooney? No, he's like, 5'10", 170 pounds. He's like me running around the field. Kyle Pitts? No, he has not really shown touchdown equity in his career at all. Tyler Algier, the backup? Sure, he can run one in, but I think Bijan gets the first crack. So in regards to the role, the matchup, and all that, and then the price, I still like this. I think why is he not like a minus 180? I don't get that. Minus 180, minus 190. I feel like that's where his odds should be right now. So, yeah, he's on my short list today. JSN. Now, I've talked about this a few times. I've already started the show saying wide receivers. I don't want minus 130s, minus 140s. Minus 110, can I live with for a guy with this touchdown equity? Absolutely. But you know who I actually really like? Zach Charbonnet. My guy here has the most red zone carries on the team, more so than Kenneth Walker, and his odds are always similar to Walker, but Charbonnet continues to get all of the first cracks inside the 5-yard line. He's a big guy. That's kind of his wheelhouse. It's right up the gut. Put his head down, put his shoulders down, try to plunge one in. This matchup against the Vikings, listen, there's a few things that play into this that might go great today. AJ Barner, another one, interesting at plus 240, by the way. Let's say they blow out the Vikings. Max Brosmer getting his first start, third-string quarterback for the Vikings today. They're on the road in Seattle. Seattle has Super Bowl hopes. They have the 4th best odds to win the Super Bowl now. If you look at, I was looking at FanDuel futures this morning. I literally am looking at all sorts of random crap at all hours of the day. I'm such a degenerate. You know what I like using as a side tangent? Those bonus bets you get, like free bets, bonus bets, whatever. I like to make futures parlays with those. Like grab the Bills Super Bowl, Thunder and Dodgers championships. You know what I mean? Like the silly things like that. It's like $25, whatever. By the end of the NFL season, I'm a couple $100 deep in these futures parlays. If I get close to one of them, I can run it right through the end and have a nice photo for the fridge. But Zach Charbonnet, it doesn't matter. I don't know. Where did I go with that? But the Seahawks could be leading big. Late game, Kenneth Walker doesn't get those carries in the final quarter or so, especially when they're up 20 points. Charbonnet gets a bunch of carries, and I plunges one in. Plus 110, I think, is a great play. JSN, you already know I like today for a lot of things. Who doesn't? No reason not to. Bills on the road against the Steelers. A lot of people are concerned about the weather. I don't entirely get it. We're looking at winds like 10 to 15 miles per hour from basically every NFL weathercaster that I've Googled. 10 to 15 sustained, which is not great, but it's not scary. It's not like 25 mile per hour sustained winds. There's been a long-standing history that they've tracked, as the windage does go up, that the passing yards and scoring goes down. But usually it's like right around the 20 mile per hour mark when this stuff really starts to play a significant impact. Does it impact at 10, 15? Sure, but it's minor. So I'm not terribly concerned. There's also it's not supposed to be like a super gusty day. But hey, again, I am not a weatherman. I'm trying my best here. To just kind of give you all of these, all of the different avenues that you need to look at. And absolutely, we should talk about that disco mints. I think that there are times when it matters and when it will be helpful for people, because I think a lot of people need to outsource their time. That's an issue for people. They are short on time. They're busy. They're parents. Hey, listen, anybody with kids, I think it's right. Man, it could not be. I mean, people pay for, financial advice. They pay for cooking classes. They want to get better. They have meals on wheels. I think a lot of people live their life trying to outsource things to others that they don't have the time or energy or know how to do. That is the clientele that, looks for stuff like this. It's not the 25-year-old with no kids. That is not a space that should be. You should be working hard to get better at your betting. It's simply outsourcing your time. There is no difference from this to another adult who has somebody cut their yard or come, mow their grass, trim the hedges, house cleaners. How about people who have, a snow plow come do their driveway? Like, not everybody has the time, the energy, the know-how, or the ability to do these things. Nothing else is different. It's simply outsourcing time to others who do it as a career. Yeah, Dustin, exactly. It's just outsourcing things in life is totally normal. Ain't no difference. The only people that have that viewpoint, in my opinion, are the 20-year-olds on X who are who are just in a vacuum. They're in an echo chamber. And listen, yeah, that's the thing. Like, dude, I have 19, 20-year-olds probably in there too, college kids who are running the VIP stuff too, as they're using it on whatever apps they can. So I get it. But I will say the majority of people who are like totally fine with it, it's just people who are outsourcing their money. People be outsourcing their money to the books. I love it. That's funny. Yeah, I'll actually show it all at the end, Palan. Right now, I am doing a pick by pick thing. I'm not done. Okay, so I'm going to remove some people here as we get going. Anyways, you own your own business, providing a service to people who do not want to do it, not because they can't do it. Bingo, exactly. Hey, listen, if you're 20 and you got the time, go forward, go crazy. You're 19, there it is. See, I know they're in there. And listen, those pick 'em apps, Fliff, these social apps, 18 plus, it makes it easier for y'all. You just got to find what works for you and be comfortable. Exactly, Lance. Exactly. I love it. Hey, I love when people make comments like that. It gives me a chance to really normalize things. And you're welcome. VIP is on fire. You're welcome, my friend. Your thoughts on Josh Allen, Kyron, and Jalen Warren touchdown? I'm worried about Kyron a little bit. Seems like he's starting to lose some opportunities there to Blake Corum. Snap rate going down. Red zone touch equity, unfortunately, has gone down as well. So he's not really on my short list at this point. Josh Allen, we're about to talk about. Jalen Warren, we're about to talk about it. So let's freaking do it, my friends. Let's do it. What's up, Doug? Let's go, man. Outsourcing. Exactly. You're just outsourcing. It has nothing to do with being lazy. I agree with you, man. Hey, a professional does this. They can do it better than me. Okay, here. I'm gonna outsource my landscaping to you because I can't freaking garden. This is America, my friends. We outsource everything if you can. Bills, Steelers. So I think the win is not going to be as impactful like Josh Allen today. I like a few players for touchdowns, including, hey, my guy Josh Allen and Jalen Warren. So Joshy Poo, yeah, my MVP, my most valuable player. I think he's due for another touchdown. Why? Because he didn't have one last game. He didn't have one. Thank you very much for that, Mad Dog. 150 likes, 660 in chat. So rookie numbers. Pump those up. Let's go. I think this game could be one of those sneaky games for betting, Lance. Touchdowns, big plays. The Bills defense, they're prone to such big plays left and right. And guess who else is? The freaking Steelers, giving up the most passing yards per game. That's third most plays over 20-plus yards, which is why I like Josh Allen today. I think he can, catch the Steelers sleeping 2 or 3 times on these longer yardage plays, at which point his yardage goes up. And his line is so low. And I think a lot of that had to do with the scary weather earlier this week, which seems to just be, I think the scare factor is depreciated over the last 48 hours. And we saw yardage lines go down on all these players. And then, they're starting to creep back up. Totals are starting to creep back up. So I think that weather, whatever it was, the weather tunnel, what is it? Wave front, the cold front, the wind front. Everything's getting better here. 15-mile-per-hour winds. Not great, not ideal, but I still think we get some offense today in this game. I think it'd be a high-scoring affair, a sneaky high-scoring affair. Josh Allen, I want, and I would take for a plus 130 for a touchdown. He's had 3 games in his 5 since the bye week that he scored in, and he scored 2+ in all 3 games. So Josh Allen, yes. Jalen Warren, plus 145. I do like in this spot. My only concern is that Kenneth Gainwell is there. 3 tight ends are there. Darnell Washington, Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, all of them are interesting touchdown targets. So it makes me a little more concerned about Jalen Warren. Then there's always DK Metcalf, who's the size of a tight end, speed of a wide receiver at plus 190. So for me, Warren, as much as he is an interesting spot because of the Bills, I take him off my list. Josh Allen, having virtually the same odds, essentially, we're 15 cents different. I guess that is quite different. Much higher touchdown equity, less threats. He doesn't have any wide receivers that are red zone targets. He potentially gets, Coleman back today. So, maybe you're looking at him. Gabe Davis plus 425 is worth maybe a little sprinkle for a longer odds play. But honestly, I just think that we get Josh Allen running around the backfield with a couple linemen out today. facing a Steelers defense that has one of the lowest pressure rates and gives up the most passing yards per game. So I think it just turns into a Josh Allen day. I think the tackle issue, listen, they were terrible pass blocking last week because of those injuries. Get them off the field, put their backups in. You're probably in a better spot pass blocking wise with two guys that can move their bodies who aren't injured. So again, I think he just, listen, the pressure comes and he scrambles, broken play. 7 seconds later, D-backs can't stay with him. 50-yard strike down the field to the 5. Next play, 5-yard carry, Josh Allen touchdown, and we cash out. There we go. Raiders, Chargers. This is going to be one of those games where, again, I just do not like the touchdown equity for so many different players today in this game. Do I want to bet on Kamani Vidal today at a minus 130? Not too much. Not really. Do I want to bet on Jonty at plus 160 on the road? Not really. Can I figure out who's going to score between Lab McConkey, Quentin Johnson, and Keenan Allen? Nope. So for me, I'm out. I'm moving on. Broncos, Commanders. This one is Sunday Night Football. RJ Harvey getting the start here. Does not have to split time in the backfield this week. This one's just kind of tough and ugly. What do you bet on here? Who do you bet on? Is it Harvey? I suppose, he is the RB1 and there's no RB2 or RB1B, I should say. It's just going to be backups. It's RJ Harvey season this week for the Broncos on the road on Sunday Night Football. That's a really hard spot. Again, I've said I like some teams and games much more. Others, I just don't. So good luck in this one. I think Bo Nix actually is the sneakiest play in this game. And listen, I mean, just like I've mentioned Jackson Dart, who we're going to talk about in the next one, also plus 300. Let's get right to it. Texans Colts, who went all the way back around. Why'd that happen? Why can't I look at the Patriots and Giants? All right, let's do it. Here we go. That was weird. I had to go into the individual game. Okay. So just like I said, I really like Bo Nix being sneaky. Jackson Dart plus 320, probably even more so. I'm not entirely sure. Like, why are we getting a plus 320 for Jackson Dart? Can someone tell me what's up with that? Yo, thank you very much for that. 730 on YouTube, 1,100 viewers right now. Run up those likes. You're right, Dustin. What are we doing here? Oh, my gosh. Oh, the freeloaders. We got 730 on YouTube and only 170 likes. Come on, y'all. Come on. You got your phone. Just click it. Just click it. Just a little boop. A little love boop. There we go. I just got 30 extras real quick. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand why they're concerned about him. I do. But I'm sorry. Jackson Dart seems like a player who just doesn't care, man. He just wears that necklace out there. He's always protecting that necklace. I'm never concerned. What was the game where he came back from the concussion? I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was after the Philly game, wasn't it? And they tried to throw the football. Telling you he had that concussion against Philly, and then he comes out, and guess what he did against Denver? He only had 5 carries for 11 yards, right? Because everyone was like, this guy's going to run every game 50 plus yards, 50, 55, 58. Gets hurt, concussion in that Philly game. Comes back against Denver 10 days later, 11 rushing yards, right? But he had a touchdown in that game still. He's had a touchdown in all 5 games. All 5 of these starts here. 5 in a row. I just like it. I like it. He's just a gamer, man. He's just a baller. So I think that's and again, do you need to include these guys into parlays? No, not really. They're better off being like straight picks time. Okay. Oh, man. I think I'm going to text the wifey to bring a coffee. Mwah-ah-ah. All right. I do. I need the espresso shot. You betcha. Espresso's coming, baby. Listen, I'm empty. You can't see it, but it's about to be pinkies up time, my friends. I need that energy boost to finish this off. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, so let's give this a quick review. Again, a bunch of plays you could play, a bunch of plays that are interesting. Travion Henderson looks so good, playing the part. You could run him if you like him on Monday Night Football. Nothing wrong with it. I think, honestly, you could probably run out. Let's take MHJ out. I'm going to take him out. I actually think this is a really interesting little parlay for Monday. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm removing these guys. You know why? I just realized. Remember, I'm live Monday morning. That is potentially the foundation of a super long lotto that I'll make on Monday morning's live show. 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday morning. That's tomorrow. Come back. Come back, my friends. Come back. We still do, Donald. We still do, buddy. Absolutely. Do you think I don't? What? I post essentially every day, my friend. Yesterday, there were, let me see, between my models and I did a collab with Opto where we went 2-0 together and the model player props went 3-1. So there were 6 player props yesterday, Donald. It's been great. I post daily. So I don't know who gave you that info. Let me see if I can, where's that one photo I had up earlier? This one? Nope. Let me get it. There you go. Let's see. It gives me a breather while I wait for my caffeine boost to make. I'm going to finish this parlay off because I'm going to remove, I think, 2 players from this list. I've got 2 on this list that I want to remove. I just don't like as much the more I think about it. I'll remove them in a second and just wait for the espresso. Okay. So here's the donuts column. Here's my NBA on the season. I'm 58-36 for plus 15.82 units. This is just my personal picks alone. Then you've got the daily player props. They're 78-45. These are from the betting model. Combined, quick math. Come on, donuts, you can do it. 123. My mic is off, honey. You can come in. That's 123, 173, 181, 187, and 223 or 217. So 217 picks over 38 days of NBA. Thank you, my love. So that's pretty good. You're getting about 7 player props per day for NBA. And here's my posting. I did not post on November 21st. Usually it's tougher on like Saturdays and Sundays with NBA and NFL because I do so much. But again, the player props model went 2-0 on those days, 2-1 on that day, 2-0 on that day. So the last 3 days I did not post NBA picks. The model went a combined 6-1. That's freaking awesome, man. That's freaking awesome. Good times. Good times at Ridgemont High. Is that a movie? That's an old movie, right? Where'd I get that from? Pulled that one out of the recesses of my brain. All right, let's remove a couple people here. Yes, an absolute W for the wifey. Yeah, dude, Doug, you should see. We're building out like I was about to say 20. That's an absolute that was going to be such an exaggeration. Pinkies up, my friends. Fresh cup. Ooh, look, it's a different cup. I got a dark Yeti. Mm. Oh, it's perfection. I don't know what she does to these. They're always better than what I make. Whew. Yeah, so anyways, we got so many charts coming. We've got like we're working first off, we've got the overalls, right? NBA, MLB, NFL, game officials, prop officials, donuts officials. So the two models of me, and then overall. So 4 per sport. And then we are also going to build out weekly, monthly graphs for each of these things too. So like there might be actually up to 20 by the time we're done. So we want people to always be able to fast times at Ridgemont High. Thank you, Frank. I knew it came from somewhere, man. Wife's espresso hits different, man. No doubt. No doubt. Top 5 tutties. I'm taking out Devon Achane. Get out of here. Scram. And I'm taking out Nico Collins. Kick rocks. There we go. Little 5-pick lay plus 3,100, baby. This is the list. My faves of the day. I will say, if you're removing anybody here from this final 5, it would be Bijan Robinson. Everybody else, I'm not sure I can remove. I just like the return. I like the return. Yeah, I usually do. The running backs just get so many opportunities, man. My only reason why I removed Achane was just the Darren Waller effect. I'm a little concerned. I removed your favorites. Hey, keep them. Just keep them. Again, this is my list, right? Like that's part of it. It's like I built this out just being a degenerate on my own. But if you want them in there, then run them. Run them. This is why a lot of people end up tagging me with their wins. They're like, Donuts, thanks for the picks. You know, one person loses, the other one wins. A lot of people take a lot of what I say and they run with it on their own. They use it as like a foundation. By the way, here's what it looks like. So this is a mobile, this center area is a mobile view. This is what the app, the Tails app looks like. So you join via that link I have, the VIP link. Yeah, you're welcome, man. First night of VIP Smack yesterday. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Thank you for that financial support, and I hope I can support you too. Here's how the picks come across. It's like, so you join, then you can download the Tails app if you'd like, or go to Discord. Tails app is just an alert system. Okay. It's a mobile feed, Donuts picks that come across your cell phone on alert. Here it is. It posts, I post a photo or a write-up, and then bang, you can click the play and it'll enter it into your books. I love these little recaps too. Pretty sweet. Here's a couple picks. Boom, boom. There's parlay pieces, so on and so forth. It's like as I post the picks, you get graphics and stuff here, and it's just a feed. It's just a scroll feed. Okay, let me go to past picks. How about that? Let's go Donuts, and I'll go to the past picks for Donuts. Actually, I don't want to show all this right now. What am I doing? I don't need to do this. There you go. Just click that link. I was today years old when I realized you can zoom into the slip to see better on mobile. I hear you, Kid Chavez. Click around, baby. Click around. My mind is swirling in a maelstrom. Wow, what a word. A maelstrom of possibilities. So I'm going to go back to the Discord, take the donuts. I feel you, buddy. It's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I won't show. I was about to start scrolling. I'm like, well, hold on. I'm about to give away the ingredients in the sauce. All right, let me grab a photo because I'm realizing I'm going to have to log in here in a second. I want to log in right now. Let me log in and enter this. That's my favorite way to track them. I want to sweat out the YouTube parlays. Just checking location. Give it a moment. All right, let's do this. Use a little boosteroo on it. A little 5 spot, nothing crazy. Picks are in. That'll be fun if that one hits. Good times. Good times. Let's talk about ladder targets. You guys ready for that? Oh my gosh. If I post it, I've already bet on it. Oh, dude, Joseph, you're going about it the wrong way, my friend. You are going about it the wrong way. Individual picks is how you build the bankroll. Depending on parlays is how you burn the payroll. The bankroll. Do the opposite. I would never suggest people run out parlays to build a bankroll. That is, listen, here's exactly my point. Let's say, give me 60 seconds to help this guy or gal, because that's my platform. It's education. Okay. You ready? Joseph, focus up, buddy. We're doing this together. We're doing this together. I want you to look at things going forward for the rest of your betting life as they are units, not dollars and cents. I'm going to have this changed to units, like 6.78, okay? Just think decimals here. No more dollars. Everything's units. When you're going through this, here's a simple way to look at it. Let's say you're like, Donuts, I'm going to join and play just the officials. All right. 43.95 units profit. All right. Now, Joseph, let's say your unit is $10. Let's do the math for you. 43 units profit times multiplied by your $10 per pick unit is $430 returned profit. You would be up $430 since NBA began. Over the last 38 days, if you had done only parlays, there's a good chance you ain't walking away with $430 profit, regardless of the picks hitting 62, 65% of the time, whatever it's at so far. You're just not. It ain't going to work like that. But you could walk away with your $10 investment in each bet with around $430. Now, let's say you can't get the best odds each time. Let's say you've missed out on some plays late in the day because you're working. Okay, let's have it. Let's pretend you only made 22 units. All right. Would you like to be up 22 units over the last 38 days? Have you been up 22 units over the last 38 days of the NBA? If not, that's the whole reason why you bet straights alone. And let's say this. You ain't going to bet 10 forever, are you? If you start winning that much money, if you can mentally handle it, you know what a lot of people do? They start scaling up. Those $10 bets become 11, then 12, then 13, then 15. They're feeling good. Now that's 20, $25 bets, so on and so forth. So slow and steady, straight picks build the bankroll. Straight bets are king. It's slow, it's steady, it's boring. But I would rather be a profitable and boring bettor than to constantly be in mental shambles betting parlays only. All right. Oh, thank you for listening to me for a moment. I ain't hating on Joseph. I love having the opportunity to help people out. And I'm spamming the link one more time in chat. That is the VIP link. I want to make sure people are in a good spot to be profitable. Okay. Let's talk about our ladder targets for the day. I think there's a handful of them, and one of them, it's an old flame of ours. We need to revisit. It's Puka Nakua. That's how you say his name. First leg of the ladder, first rung, 90-plus yards. Fine. That's fine. Here's the deal. Puka he went from being like one of, if not the top ladder guy in the game for a minute there, gets hurt, comes back, and he's just been a little bit off the, up and down, a little bit more volatile. But my friends, look at the target volume still. 8, 11, like it's coming. These 130s, 112s, 170s, this was the same as last year. Hey, playoffs, 97, okay. Last year, 106, 123, 117, 162, 129. Don't get it twisted. The Puka pop-off, it's coming. And I think this is a good week for it. You get a road game against the Panthers. I don't think they take their foot off the gas pedal. Not in this spot. I think running Puka up for like 4 rungs is a really interesting spot today. Like a 120-ish, maybe 130 for plus 340. I think the Puka ladder absolutely in play today. So here's what I'm going to do. For the ladder targets, I'm going to do this. I'm going to leave their first rung so that you can do what you want with this. Run it up if you want, as high as you want. It's your money. It's your world. What I want to do on this show for this segment specifically is to just show you the first rung, and then you do what you want with this information. Make sense? We all on the same page? Okay. So my targets will be on the that way. I got to point in the opposite direction for my recording. On your right side of the screen, on the DraftKings pick list, that is essentially the ladder targets that I like today. It's the ladder targets I like today. Oh my gosh. I don't know what she did to this espresso, but it's absolute perfection. Am I betting on Texans and Colts? No, I'm not. Sorry. Listen, y'all. I teased it earlier. We haven't had him on our ladder list for a while. I just haven't. But I think CMC needs to be on the ladder list again today. That weather just makes me think we're looking at dump-offs, man. Oh, stretch and crack the back. Brandon. You're funny, man. He's done it again. Someone got mad at me the other day in Discord chat. Raise your hand if you saw it. They got mad at me because they said I make them, I'm paraphrasing, I make them feel stupid every time they lose their money because of my recaps where I post these like, what did he call them? I wish I had that post in Discord saved. He's like, when you post your learning moments posts or something like that. I don't remember what it was. But he was upset that I was posting educational posts about, discipline betting. And I posted this long write-up in Discord of like, choosing your path as a bettor. And I love it. I am an educator. I can't help it. I want to make sure people do well. It was the light bulb moment post. I talked about how every time the VIP goes nuclear for a week, the inevitable pendulum swings backward and a red day occurs and blah, blah, blah. I talked about perspective, zooming out, making long-term decisions. If you're doing this long-term, embracing red days, because it's more important when you embrace the red days. It's more important what you do during the red days that matters most, because the green days are coming, Anyways, I love it. The recaps are very, very hurtful. That's such a funny post, buddy. What a message. What a message. Yeah, it's like this angered people posting this. They're like, come on, man. Why you gotta make me feel bad about myself? I'm like, listen, maybe that helps you wake up. Oh, man. Anyways. So, yeah, CMC, the line's just too low. The line's just too low for me. He's ladder worthy. How'd I get an NBA? I love so many NBA plays today, by the way, but it's NFL Sunday, and I just don't like betting on NBA and Sunday. But maybe I'll post like a list of plays I like, unofficial leans list or something. I'm not a fan of those, but anyways, I digress. The recaps are like, here's your blueprint, so take the helmet off. Yeah, you're on a bus. Take your helmet off. Jags, Titans, nothing. Garbage. Arizona. Listen, my friends, it's Trey McBride season. It's Trey McBride season. I think he deserves to be on your. The target volume is great, but I think what helps him most is Marvin Harrison Jr. being back, taking some pressure off the guy I think he's absolutely in play for a ladder up to 90, maybe even 100. You're getting good odds. Trey McBride gets enough targets. He gets targeted down the seams, down deep. Also, when you look into this, Jacoby Brissett's pass attempts, 37.5. Okay, that is high. Then when you look at the passing yards, it was 267.5 earlier this week. Where is it? Versus yards. Oh, there it is. 270 plus 110 for Jacoby Brissett. The Bucks give up a ton of passing yards too. So, yes, I like me some Trey McBride for a ladder this week. He's absolutely in play. There's no reason why he would not be. All right, Dolphins Saints has a ladderable player this week, and it's the combination market, the combo market for Russian receiving combined. No, combined. There it is. Rush receiving yards. Devon Achane. I love the fact that you can get a 30, 40, 50-yard catch at any given time for Devon Achane. He has these games where he gets 5 or 6 catches. He's at 100-yard receiving game before, I believe. Like Bijan Robinson. Yes, pretty volatile, but boy, oh boy, does he pop off frequently. Climbing the ladder for Devon Achane is an interesting spot for me. I don't know how high I would go. It would be one of those like shorter ladders, like a plus 150, something like that. Oh no, what happened? DraftKings lagged out again. This has been happening during my streams. So Achane, I think combined yards is in play for a ladder today. I'm not as big of a fan of ladders on high numbers like this, but I do like him. I do like him this week for sure. Just again, keep that in mind. It's going to be similar to Bijan Robinson. Like these guys, they're just such high equity roles for touches. But again, you're starting at 120. But we've seen Bijan with two games this season with 100 yards receiving. So, yeah, I think they're fine options. Yeah. I'm, ladder targeting JSN. Do you need me to tell you this? I mean, is this even a question? JSN, moving on. Yes, precisely. I think he gets listen, he only had 2 catches last week with Kirk Cousins under center. But I expect a few more catches from Bijan this week. And I never can rely on rushing. It's like 50 or 100 or receiving 30 or 100. You don't know what you're going to get. But in some way, shape, or form, the upside is there for these guys. Let's take a look, buddy. Let me refresh YouTube. We're at 840 viewers, and we are at 324 likes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thank you very much for that. Oh, this has been a good day. What a stream. Y'all enjoying this? Are you enjoying today's stream? That's my question. Oh, big stretch for a big boy. I'm a big boy. I don't know why it comes out my mouth when I'm doing these shows. I got no pride. There's no shame here. Let it rip. Gotta be weird. Let's go, chat. I see you. Bring the energy for me. Last 4 games, I don't know how many players here that I like for ladders. I'm going to be real. Like, who are you laddering? Who are you laddering in Broncos and Commanders? I have no clue. Who are you laddering with the Giants and Patriots? No clue. No clue. Actually, I got one for the Giants game. Raiders, Chargers, who are you laddering here? Like, good luck. Maybe Justin Herbert passing yards, Drake May passing yards. Like, I think the passing yard ladders are probably more ideal. But the thing about passing yard ladders, you just don't get the payout you do for the players. I think the Bills and the Steelers have some interesting ladders. And I think they're actually both going to be running backs. Now, Jaylen Warren, here's the problem here. I'm not too sure we have the talent for like a really big ladder. Just don't Geno INT ladder. I wish the payouts were great. 3 picks. Can you imagine? Can you even put 3 interceptions down? It's like, I like Jalen to have a good game today. The matchup is absolutely electric, but he's not like a 20 carry back, and he would need some really long runs. And I think that's why the books are giving you, like, listen, third rung of his ladder is plus 300. That's crazy. You don't usually get that. So I think Jalen Warren's interesting again, but the problem is it's like you're not getting much of a payout. I would maybe up to 80 for Jalen Warren. I think receiving props wise, I think Khalil Shakir is interesting today. The model likes him a lot as well. So I think that's an interesting one. I think you could probably look at some touchdown pass quarterback stuff, passing touchdowns, ladders, like the mini ones, Stafford 3+. Baker 3+ at plus 300. I mean, he's not been hitting that, but we all know, especially last year, what do you have, 40? His team's getting healthier. I think these types of plays here are interesting to me. Kirk 2+. Like the quarterbacks this week seem like there's some pretty solid upside in their passing prop. They're passing touchdown props. So, these are nice little ladders, the passing touchdown ladders, but they're small. Tyler, I love it, man. That's really sharp. I guess I probably should have looked at some reception ladders today, Tyler. I just talked about Shakir for receiving, but you're right. I think you're right. Tyler's right. I got some sharp viewers. That's a good call, buddy. A guy like Shakir, go with the receptions ladder over receiving yards. And by the way, CMC, I think you go a receptions ladder today over receiving yards as well. Hey, take care, Doug. Thanks for hanging out today, buddy. Appreciate you always. Man, this is actually a really interesting list of passing touchdowns. I got to leave the webcam off for a second. I got to pound some water. Wow, that's an interesting take. I really like that. I mean, listen, anybody who paid attention to the preseason, Max Brosmer was slinging the football, was absolutely slinging the football. So, yeah, that's I got nothing wrong with that. All right, let's build out some parlays. You guys ready for that? Ready for some parlays? I am. 777 on YouTube. What the? Hold on, let me try to screenshot that. You guys want to see this? Oh, we're about to do it. We're about to do it. No way. 777. Are we about to smack a parlay? Just joking. That's so stupid. But come on, that is funny, right? What? Lucky number sevens? That's the first time I heard someone say pound some water. Yeah, you're right. That is funny as heck. Hey, y'all, I am slouching and sitting. I have turned off the standing desk. So if you see me and I'm like making picks from down here, that's why. Oh my God. Can't get back up. I can't get over that comment. That was really funny. All right. Let's make some parlays. Let's think through this. I want to mix it up a little bit this week. Should we roll I'm just so worried about that game with, so many variables. I don't know how to. I do not know how to account for so many of these variables. Shedeur, getting a full game under his belt here. Matchup is interesting, but the weather is kind of windy. So there's just so many things. It's like, what are you betting on? I think it's so tough. I think it's just such a tough spot. It is a very interesting spot. I like the type of game where the results could be terrible for him, and I'd be like, yep, makes sense. And vice versa. Like he throws for 250, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I'll lean to like under everything for that game, except for short passing. All right, here's the deal. I've got an idea here for I was just thinking about while I was chatting. Let's try it. Let's try to embrace the underdogs. Let's try to embrace let's just try to embrace the volatility of NFL. Listen, we had 4 upsets Thursday and Friday, and that's kind of how I want to look at this. Let's find the spots really quick here. I'm throwing this in before I make a parlay, okay? Brand new segment. I'll have to think of what we're going to call this if it works. Whatever. Let's look for the spots where we agree and believe that we can smell an upset. I mean, I talked about it on my show on Thursday, and I said Bengals plus 300. I loved them. And then I like chicken out. I don't bet it. So at the very least, I hope I can highlight it and somebody with bigger brass than me takes it. I think the Texans getting plus 130 is criminal. I do not understand that. Maybe we do this one on FanDuel. Mix up the view. What do you guys think? There's Houston. Plus 138. Let's do FanDuel. I think this is a criminal line. And I'll say anytime that people are not on the money line, they're like a little nervous about it. Well, maybe the spread makes sense. What else we got? I'm trying my best here, Gator. I think it's gone pretty well, bud. Agree to disagree. I think a lot of people get offended by me trying to talk some sense into the general population. I think people are, myself included, I think society is just a bit more sensitive to things. And I can't control how people feel at all. What I can do, though, is constantly try to knock home a very important message about disciplined betting and making sure you profit. And if that's going to offend some people, it is what it is. It is what it is. When these red days happen and a bunch of people lose their minds, their marbles, their mouths inside Discord, and I send out an alert that is like a photo of this saying, hey, ball don't lie. The green days are coming back. And I try to talk some sense and people get offended because they're like, let us vent. Listen, I'm just trying to save those people from being that like loudmouth at the end of the bar crying into their peanuts that no one wants to sit next to. Like my goal is to save those people from themselves in chat. I can't control if that offends or makes people sad. Texans upset. Shedeur Sanders upset, baby. Embrace the volatility. I'm with you. Let's go. Listen, weather is the great equalizer in NFL. Wind, snow, heavy rain. And on the other sideline, you have Brock Purdy, who just keeps throwing interceptions. Like, I'm sorry. The Niners they're giving 5.5. Brock Purdy can't hold on to the football. People crying for Mac Jones to take over. Again, I'm just trying. Listen, I said this for the Bengals. I said take the Bengals money line, and then I didn't do it either. I got scared. I'm with you. It's not easy. But this segment is the uncomfortable pick segment. This is the segment here where we are picking teams and spots where we could see an upset, and would you be shocked? Would you be shocked if A happened or B occurred? Nope, not me. And bang, here's another against my Buffalo Bills. They are 3-4 in their last 7. Hey, by the way, the Steelers are like 2-4 in their last 6, I believe. The Bills ain't playing good football. They're missing 2 offensive linemen. And hey, if you think the win's going to be horrific and the Bills can't stop the run and the Steelers run the most 3 tight end sets in the NFL, well, what if the Steelers hammer the ball 30 times today? Then the wind stops the Bills from playing catch-up and comeback football, and the Steelers walk away with a win. They're at home. They need it. Both teams backs up against the wall. Aaron Rodgers turns back the clock. Like, this could happen. This could totally happen. Now, again, I need to be abundantly clear. I am not necessarily showing you things that I'm like, I think this will occur. I am showing you, hey, out of all the spots today, these are the teams that I think have an interesting chance at an upset. Okay? That is what this is. I need to say that again, because what I don't want to happen is, oh, Mitch, you said the Texans were going to win. Well, actually, the model likes the Colts. What I'm telling you is I see a picture here where the Texans walk away with a W. There's a shot here for them to do that. And I try to paint the picture. That's all. That's all. There's the other one. Oh, right here. Jets. Yeah, you heard me. The friggin' Jets. I think the Jets at home, windy weather, against Kirk Cousins, who just doesn't look good right now. Tyrod Taylor. Could it happen? Sure. Would anybody be shocked? I mean, the Falcons are what, 3-8? It's not like they're a great team. They're not a crazy upset, in my opinion. Love that. What's up? Got him? I am in love with the VIP already. I love that. Yes, VIP is super organized these days. It is definitely improved. What's up, faceless man? Good morning, buddy. Yeah, I think that Texans play, I don't get how they're getting plus odds. It's just because they're on the road, you know? This is the NFL Sunday morning show, brother. I won't do NBA today. If you watch tomorrow morning, by the way, if you watch Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, I'll do Monday Night Football and NBA. So if you're hoping for like an NBA show, come back tomorrow morning. I got you. I got you covered. I think if there's anybody on that list, it would be the Jets. I think the Saints, Cardinals. Like, these are short odds teams. I think they're all interesting. But this is the trio. These are the guys. These are the teams that I think have a chance, a legitimate chance, that when the game ends and these teams have won, I'm sitting there like, yeah, makes sense. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked if this trio of teams ends up with an upset wins today. Hey, listen, if 2 of them upset, you make money. If the Browns upset, even if the other 2 lose, you make money. The odds are everything. All right. Listen, that was a new segment. I've never done that. It's brand new. I did it off just randomly. Just randomly did it for no reason because it just hit me and I'm like, hold up. Expect the volatility. Embrace the volatility. So that was new. All right. So far today, we've done the touchdown picks. I did all the touchdown picks. Brand new. I kept it for today's show. I did a touchdown parlay. I've done the ladder list. Okay. There were like 10 players, quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and we just did the uncomfortable upsets. The segment, uncomfortable upsets. Chat, did you like it as much as me? Or did I just love like the random thought? You got to let me know, chat, right now. Did you like it as much as me? Was that a fun segment? I'm going to blow my nose. Give me a second. Okay. I'm back. Whew. You guys hear that? Oh, listen to that airflow. I'm ready to keep going. Made me a little uncomfortable, but I'm not upset about it. That's funny. DGen time. Let's go. That was funny, wasn't it? That was like one of those what did you call it? Low key. That was low key hilarious. No cap. Sick damn it. All right, sorry. By the way, just so you know, if you're brand new, this show you will always be able to watch every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern, and it will always be family friendly. You will never have the innuendo. You'll never have the lewd comments. You'll never have cussing. You'll be able to have this on while you're making pancakes for the family, getting them ready for school, have it up on your TV, put it on your counter, on your cell phone, whatever you do. I promise you this show will always be family friendly for you. I do not. My kids are in the other room. Sometimes my family's watching it on the channel out there while they're doing life. So I want that to be abundantly clear as well. I will be weird. I will do stuff that is bizarre for a 40-year-old man. But you never have to fear what is said here around your family. Yeah, just don't let them read the screen. Because chat, I can't control chat. That's funny. Lance, that's a go-to comment. All right, let's do some parlays. I think it's time. We must do some parlays. I'm going to bring up my notes here on the side. Whew. I'm legit winded. I feel like today I've yapped more than normal. Somehow. Like, have I yapped more than normal today? Like, just blabbing away without breaks? Like, I think maybe. I think today more than other days, I'm just yapping. All right, let's get after it. Okay, so talked about it earlier already. Like an hour ago, about how I was kind of nervous about Kyron. I think Blake Corum needs to be involved in a parlay today. If anybody's paying attention, it's been I don't know. It's been something's going on out there. Wasn't Blake like a second round pick? I believe Blake was a second round pick. I think maybe I don't know. Maybe Kyron's got contracts coming up or something. Contract coming up. But Blake Corum Somebody asked me what I think about Kyron. I think more about Blake. I think he's a really interesting play today. 25 plus. You want to alt it down, whatever. Again, like these parlays, let's be clear. I will talk about a bunch of stuff. I'm more so highlighting players that I'm like, I think they got an upside. I think there's an upside spot here for them to have like a sneaky good day. I mean, Blake Corum's running at about 30% of the snap rate lately. He's had carries 12, 13, 13, 8, and 7. So I think there's upside here for Blake Corum to have himself an interesting day. His rush attempt prop is at 9.5 today. So if Blake is at 9.5, right? Listen, hear me out. If Blake is at 9.5 for a player who's averaging 5 yards per carry, he is 4.9 per carry. Let's say he goes under 9.5 and he finishes with 7 carries. Is 30, 35? Like these are all within reach, right? Like Blake Corum, maybe even ladder. Is he a ladder? Maybe he's a ladder target today, 50 plus. That's kind of my point. So I don't know what you want to start it at. This is your call. But I like Blake today. He was a monster. He's very good. You don't have to, Jan. That's the thing. You don't have to. Remember, it's just me, my show. Hey, you just targeted my next guy, H-Chan, baby. We talked about him already, too. So let's get to it. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I might end up official on H-Chan today. My only thought is I don't know if I want to go rushing yards for H-Chan or total. Do I go rushing or total? That is the tough one. That's the tough part. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do because he keeps having these random games where he just pops for the yardage. I'm thinking 90 plus, or excuse me, was 120 for his total yards is interesting. I think I probably end up just on his rushing today. At home, winnable game. Said back-to-back big games too. 170, 120 yards rushing 2 games in a row. Ton of carries. Team's just going to give him the football. So he's on the parlay list. Oh my goodness, my back. Why am I broken? Why is my back broken? Feels brutal. Oh. All right. Just so chat knows. Where am I? I'm all the way down here. Look how low I am. I'm getting old. I'm starting to slouch, getting tired. We are 20 minutes away from completing 2 full hours of this show. Okay? So if you're like, man, he's slowing down, you're darn right I'm slowing down. I am tired. I'm tired. I don't know how else to say it. I'm getting tired. Okay? That's all. I'm getting tired. Keep loving me. All right. I don't know how I go down these little side tangents. It's weird. It's weird. I get off track so quickly, so easily. All right. So we got Blake, 30 plus. H-Chan, 80 plus. Already talked about it earlier today. I think CMC. I don't think they move the ball down the field. We're still looking at a 200-yard passing prop for Mr. Interception, Brock Purdy. If he flirts with 2 hundo, who's the ball going to? I think CMC out of the backfield makes the most sense. I do. But again, I don't know how much I like the yardage. So I think I'm going to slide over to the receptions, put them at 5+. Now, right here, like this is a solid parlay on its own, in my opinion. Just boop, boop, boop. Don't get too crazy. Matter of fact, I think we could probably just go rushing 70. Should be fine odds. Little 3-piece banger. Don't go crazy. Boom. Plus 322. I love that. This is pretty good in my opinion. This is pretty good. Now, again, a lot of stuff I talk about on this show. You do what you want with it. You could take out Blake. You're like, hey, Donuts, I don't like backups. Okay. Take out a backup. Do what you want. I don't know how else to say it. Do what you want. This is your money. Make your money choices. Whatever that is, whatever you got to do to be happy with yourself, you do that. I'll do me. Okay? So I do like Blake Corum today. But you ultimately are the person who's placing this bet for yourself. Now, Bijan. The projections model really likes Bijan Robinson receiving yards today. Like, loves them. So I think slapping him in there for 25+ is an interesting spot. I do. We've got 4 games with Kirk as a starter this year. Is it 4? I think it's 4. My notes say 4. He's had 23+ in all 4 games. And in 3 of those, he had 37+. That's what my notes have. So 2 yards away from cashing this line in all 4 games with Kirk Cousins. So I like this. This is a pretty good parlay spot, in my opinion. Bijan, baby. All right, this next one's another alt one, but it's been tried, it's been true, and I think it makes sense in the construct of what we know about Daniel Jones and this ankle or fibula. It's Jonathan Taylor, 2+ receptions. I think I bet on him outright 2.5 last week. Pass rush of Houston is absurd, and the only way to slow down a pass rush, not only way, one of the biggest ways people slow down pass rushes, screens, quick passes to the running backs. Into the blitz, right? They send 2 guys off the left. You throw into the blitz. Guy slant, running a slant across the middle from the left side. Short, quick pass. Tight end, dragging, things like that. Or a swing pass to a running back. A screen behind the blitz. And for what it's worth, he's had 2+ catches in all 11 games this year. So I think that beyond even the game matchup and stuff, I think that the trend alone makes sense to me. What's up? They are already live on both the Tails app and inside Discord. So when you're in Discord, you will see, look at the model. NBA models came out while I've been streaming. Inside Discord, you'll see this. These are my sections. So my NFL picks today are in here and here. Models were posted earlier. There's only 1 play left. I have, I think, 6 in this NFL picks channel. The models were just posted by Freak. I got to grab these and post these on Tails, actually. You're welcome. Gotcha, buddy. Wow, there are 5 player props on the NBA models today. All 5 lines are live. Sweet. A little juicy today. Might be one of those days that run out a nice little parlay for him, to be honest. Yeah, it's really only the one play that's too juicy for me to run out. I'm not against it. All right, let me post these details before I finish this parlay. Actually, chat, maybe I should just. You love the link to quick pick on the models? Yeah, you got it, buddy. I mean, that's our goal, right? Just make this easy for everybody. Again, if people are purchasing the VIP, they're doing it to outsource their time to people who do this, right? So we got to make this as simple as possible for you. So everybody gets a link to the picks. Got to make it simple. We don't want you jumping through multiple hoops, Hold on, I got to post this before these lines get wrecked. I'll have to talk to Freak to coordinate with me for Sunday mornings. I've never really thought of that. Hold on, stream. This is one of those moments where it's like, what's he doing? Where'd all the picks go? Give me a moment. I got to post this for members. I got to take care of the members really quick. I just do. Such is life, okay? NBA has been amazing. I would say be careful maybe because it's Sunday. All right, I got to type these real quick because I want the one-click button to work on the Tails app. I feel like I should have had like elevator music playing. All right, this should work. Let me highlight and copy this bad boy. Okay, just posted details, but again, that's been live inside Discord. I did not know. I didn't see it. I've been working. I'm streaming. Okay, so please be careful. NFL Sunday, NBA Sunday. You never know what you're going to get sometimes. Those can be a bit volatile. No doubt about it. And let's see, click this. I'll take a look at chat in a second. I'm sure some people are like, what is happening? What am I watching? Well, I might as well leave that up while I'm doing this. CMCHN, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor. Let's just leave it at that. How about that? Honestly, I think we just leave it at that. I'm doing you a disservice sitting here while I'm working now. Such is life. Fun times, though. Fun times. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Come back. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm here for you. I'm going to be here again. Monday Night Football. Giants on the road against the Patriots. I got bets and parlays, of course. Degeneracy flows when I'm on these shows. Thank you very much for watching today. I love you all. Appreciate you. Let's get to work. Let's go make some money. Time to get paid. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Lots of you tuned in. Oh, man, over 800 are still watching on YouTube alone. Another 700 on X. An hour and 42 minutes into the show. Thank you all so, so much. I do appreciate you all. You can @ me inside Discord in the public betting chat channel with your inquiries at any time. I am in there and out of there all day and all night, bopping in and out, saying hello, answering questions, and rinse and repeat. Appreciate you all for being here. Seriously, I'm nothing without you, so thank you for watching. Hit that like on your way out. I'll see you hopefully come back tomorrow morning. Love y'all. Peace.